Yeah, welcome to our TradeView stock trading webinar. In this session, we'll have a series where we're going to teach you how to trade stocks or invest into stocks over a long-term period. We're going to start with the fundamental basics. And TradeView ourselves, we do facilitate trading direct to the US listed exchange. And that means any stock that's listed in the USA, be it on the New York Stock Exchange, the Amex, or NASDAQ, we are able to provide you access to those stocks. Bringing you Michael Venezia. He's our head of trading, and he will take us through this series and teach us step by step on how to invest in stocks. All right, thanks so much, Michael. You want to proceed and go forward with this?
That's a beautiful segue, Ronald. I couldn't have put it better. And one thing I want to say before I even get into my segue is keep this in mind. A lot of trading firms now, and it used to be more prevalent way back when. I'm in my early 50s. Let's get personal. And I hope everybody would take their time and look over TradeVI Markets. Certainly, Ronald's one of our top brokers. And get to look at my dossier and get to know about what I am. I'm considered a very good teacher, not because of what I've seen, but what I can articulate. And no matter what skill level, everybody has to start out with the basics and fundamentals. Lionel Messi, for example, didn't start doing bicycle kicks when he was, 4 or 5 years old. And I know that for a fact when he practices, he starts out with juggling. LeBron James in basketball, when he starts out of practice, he doesn't start off at half court and try to hit 50-foot game-winning shots. As you see, they all start in lines and they do the basics. They put layups in. Tiger Woods, a golfer, doesn't start out trying to hit the ball 300 yards. He starts out with his wedge or his putter and gets back to fundamentals. So getting back to the fundamentals is most important. I know it's boring. I know, like everybody, if somebody signs up for take drum lessons, everybody's got their sticks and wants to bang away right away. It might be fulfilling in the short term, but it's not going to make you a better drummer or a better trader in the long term. Now, another thing to keep in mind, please, is the style that I might present is not the best style out there. I'm not a successful trader because I have a specific style that's better than anybody else. As of 2023, I have yet, and trust me, I tried and employed people that have yet to just flip on an algorithmic switch and walk out and play golf or go out with their life and just come home and it just generates money. It's yet to be done. I did say I was going to use a lot of analogies, but the reason why I'm considered a very good teacher is because I try to make things relatable. If I just went into thought about stock charts and everything or got really specific, I wouldn't be doing any justice to you, and certainly I wouldn't be doing any justice to me. So I want everybody to keep this in mind that, you start slow. If you're entering the trading world, almost equate it to maybe going to medical school. We're going to start with the basics. We're going to start with trend, volume, price action, knowing yourself, also getting into a fundamental, knowing what you're good at. And there are personalities and there are different types of traders. I am, I wish I got more specific. Getting into the medical field, again, this analogy is we're trying to put you in a medical school. You can, it's up to you if you would want to become a cardiologist. Maybe somebody that wants to trade bonds, or a brain surgeon. Maybe somebody that just wants to trade S&P futures, or maybe a general practitioner that somebody just wants to be a jack of all trades a little bit, which may be myself. I regret it to a little bit because anybody that really knows in any specific field, being a specialist is really where the money's at. And being a specialist is, yes, I like to know a lot of things, but even myself, I'm trying to concentrate into a more specific field. Just remember, if you have to be passionate about it and focused about it, and narrowing down really makes things a lot easier, especially when you have a large sample size after years of doing something. You'd be surprised. And I look at numbers more than ever, how over 26, almost 27 years of trading, how these numbers they stay, I haven't lost my mind. I don't plan on to, but considering that I'm consistent and stay in my lane, how the numbers are pretty narrow, meaning they're very consistent. So I'm going to go into the basics of what trading is about. One of the high-level athletes, when it comes to game time, there's 2 seconds on the clock, I want the ball in my hands. I should want the ball in my hands, meaning when there's a lot of volatility or when there's uncertainty brings emotion, and usually emotions in the stock market is emotional, or else it'd be 100, everything would go by empirical, everything would be book value, everything would make sense. A lot of things don't make sense. Things aren't making sense right now. So let me share my screen here. Look at our TradeVI Market site, and everybody should poke around here because this TradeGate Hub, which I'm a part of, is only one little area of our TradeVI Market site. This is one tab in TradeGate Hub, one in TradeVI Market, to which we give you multiple, even our YouTube channel, multiple areas. So after I finish this one segment, let alone that I want people should be using this vehicle to just poke around the site, if you will. Again, this is one tab. So you went to Forex, company, accounts, platform, pricing, education. You could find out more about me. You could find about our pricing, to which TradeView has tightest spreads and lowest commissions. And I'm going to tell you why. This is not a pitch. The one thing I'm going to say is I implore everybody to get a TradeView demo, because if you're going to swim and do things at high levels, or you're going to jump in the deep end of the pool, get a demo first. I learned with real money. It's actually harder to learn with real money, but it does, it does a lot for your learning curve when there's real money on the line. In order to be successful as anything, and I don't mean to pontificate, if there are people that are older than me, I apologize. It starts with motivation, it starts with passion, and it starts with having goals. I went to the car wash the other day, and the kid was being facetious to me, and he's hosing down my car. And I go, "How you doing, bud?" And he goes, "Oh, living the dream." And he was being facetious. And I said, "Do you have dreams?" And he says, "Yeah, I got dreams." I said, "Write them down on a piece of paper." I said, "Now it's a plan." So you have to have a goal and you have to have a plan. And what does it start with? It starts with focus. When I first walked into my previous firm, to which I stayed in, it was considered the godfather of trading firms. Once again, I implore you to do your due diligence. And a lot of, by the way, my peers at that firm were also in TradeGate Hub. One of my mentors that I idolized, and there were easels all over the place, people there sitting down. The number one word was focus. If you're not aware or not present of what's going on, don't expect a lot of positive results. And I'm not going to get to this having a rah-rah thing. You have to have a focus and you have to have goals. If you don't have goals, this is a job, or monetary goals being number one. You have no benchmark. I mean, it can be very unrewarding if you're not a teacher or like myself or who has a nice platform. Otherwise, if you're a trader, it's a black or red number. You have to put up that number or not. And number one thing to remember before you get to any type of platform, any type of higher level, is the job here is two things that a lot of requirements. I'll go with the top two. I can name 20. Probably the top two is do not have an ego. Definitely don't have an ego. And remember, your job is to make money. It's not to be right. That'll even go to a cliche. You ever hear the cliche, "I better be lucky than good"? Fine. So the goals of a top trader are stay with the trend, have no ego, really try not to have an opinion. It's easier to break bad trading habits than to break a bad opinion about what is going on. You have to understand to trade price action over opinions. And one thing that I said before is that I don't have the better plan. The plan is, once again, an amalgamation upon always go with the trend. I mean, one of the things that they teach you early on is the trend is your friend. I mean, it's a number one trading cliche out there, even before don't lose money. Trend is your friend. So at TradeGate Hub here, I post a lot of sentiment, a lot of charts, a lot of the basic things actually, and I get it to my videos later in the day at 11 o'clock. The mornings here are set up for the trading plan. Without a trading plan, you have nothing. You, like you said, if you don't know what the weather is and you just walk out with no clothes on and it's freezing, then you're going to go and have to and reverberate and back and put your clothes on. Look at the weather, having a plan. Having a plan gives you a frame of reference in order to adjust if you're right or wrong. That's number one. Having a trading plan is tantamount in being successful to what you do. I have a general universe of stocks that I have on my platform that we offer at TradeVI Markets, various platforms that I use. I use obviously one of the platforms because TradeVI Markets offers the best trading platform array. And if it was built for traders like myself, so I obviously use a trading platform that I also do my video on. So everybody's familiar with my type of equipment. Let's go to platforms. Okay, I implored everybody to get a demo. I am on Sterling Mobile. We are offering I'm on Sterling Trader Pro, Lightspeed. All of these are. This is a Ferrari. This is a Porsche. This is a Maserati. This is a BMW. This is a Mercedes. Idea generation, top down, bottom down approach. Not really sure how to articulate that. It has to do with your type of style. Some people are just empirical. Some people just do very well just taking stocks that just have good price action, volume, and range, meaning stocks that are moving on the day. Some people don't have to have a reason for doing things. They just stay very empirical, and that's fine. I'm going to go back to the TradeVI Markets platform.
From my side, what we can do is, we can actually send through demo accounts for the people that actually registered for the webinar as well. Just to skip ahead, for them to have actually, create the demo accounts themselves. We do have the information. But feel free to look around at our website, what we are about and what we actually provide. If you are trading at a different broker already, see what is the differences between us and them, when it comes to the commissions that you may be paying. What sets us apart is our fixed commission structure. So we can provide literally any stock, irrespective of price, because of our fixed commission structure. And I say thank you to you, Michael. It was a pleasure having you on the video. I don't know if anyone, any questions for Michael?
Any questions? That's fine. It's an honor. Like I say, we're not fighting for one piece of the pie here. The market rotates trillions and trillions throughout the day here. Everybody can win at the same thing. It's a team effort in our TradeGate hub. All eyes are here to help each other. It's hard enough as it is to be a brain surgeon, to be a lawyer, to be good at perform at whatever highest level you do here. Once again, I don't want to pontificate. It's just that I know that we know the necessary channels to get you here and to get you to be a successful trader, whether you want to be part-time or full-time. So with or without the demo, I certainly hope you would do that, because with the demo, it shows you our product, what we do in real time. It allows you to show you the platform that I'm using. I mean, I basically believe that I'm driving a Rolls Royce. Or how about this? If I'm in a NASCAR race, I'm driving a high level, whatever, Mercedes. So I want you to be, to teach you on a Mercedes. I don't want you to teach you in a Ford. Granted, with that Mercedes, we're on a training track, just like Ronald doesn't want to go before, we're at a high level. What I implore everybody to do is to go in TradeGate Hub and watch the videos that we're doing and get an idea of the high level that we perform at. So it'll just get you to an idea, and it'll cut the learning curve, and we could all get to questions like Ronald and answer them more meaningfully. So I'm proud and honored to do this series, continue doing the series, to help you out in any way. For anybody that has any questions, go into TradeGate Hub like all our other members do and ask questions. I understand it's a process. We're going to get you there. And once again, it was an honor, and I'm looking forward to the next time we can do this. Ronald, thanks again. If I have any questions, that's fine. If not, we'll see you again.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you for our attendees as well. It's a pleasure having you, and looking forward to seeing you more at our further webinars. Please keep in mind this is every single Thursday, so we can walk this together with you in growing your knowledge to get to a point where you understand investments and then profit from it in the long term. All right.
No,
I'll send you guys.
Yeah, there is no bad. I had somebody apologize for a question. I asked the question too to get where I am. You don't get listen, I'm a New Yorker. If you didn't get, I'm in America. You don't. From where I come, I do it tactfully, but you don't get unless you ask. Ask a question, so we can go. A question is like a plan. So if I ask the question yes or no, the plan is okay. Then we'll go that direction. All right. So we're not shy here. We got to this level because we do things the right way, and if we don't, we ask questions on how to get there. So, Ronald, it was a pleasure and an honor. I look forward to doing it next Thursday. Until then, we're proud to be at TradeGate Hub, sponsored by TradeVI Markets. So cheers. Thank you.
All right, cheers. Thank you, guys.